Here's some pictures from Ben Smith here in Switzerland. Let's take a look at some of these here in Switzerland. This is actually of mountain here in Switzerland, August 20th, 2013. Oh, look at this snow. So a lot of you are wishing for snow back in the States here. Thank you, Ben, for sending these in. Very interesting. And of course, this is way up on a mountaintop here, and very nice. And I'm not going to try to pronounce any of these. I have them on the bottom of my screen here because I'll probably butcher all the pronunciations. But Switzerland, another area of Switzerland, a much more temperate area of Switzerland. And here is a beautiful Swiss sunrise here, looking out. It looks like out the window of an airplane. So very nice. Thanks, Ben. Sending in photos from another country. Looks like almost like another world. So we're looking at Robert Jason Stone here. Got some photos here from the highway of I-81. Take a look at some of these here on August 20th and 21st here. On first, we're starting out at I-85. Here we got some cumulus clouds. Actually, these are cirrus clouds with some stratus in the lower layers here. And you're getting that effect of the setting sun, it looks like, bouncing off the bottoms of these clouds. These were taken at 8:20 p.m. heading along I-81 north. And if you see all these, look at all these clouds. Very beautiful, very pristine, and looks like Robert's running into some very nice, interesting weather. Heading up I-81 to the Virginia state line. Take a look at this rainbow here. A lot of rainbow pictures today, and he's heading up the highway here. You can see he caught some very nice shots of these rainbows, so thank you, Robert, for capturing those. It's not easy catching a rainbow, and I will, wow, look at that. And he's also got some clouds heading up, further up 81. You can see, oh wow, some of these look very, very inclement weather. He's heading into some very, looks like turbulent skies here, so a lot of the background here in the skies looking very ominous. Thanks, Robert, for sending those in. And Carl Snyder here. We have another rainbow picture. Look at this. You got some nice puffy cumulus clouds in the background. In the foreground, looks like it's light rain or mist, and that's creating that effect there in the background of a beautiful rainbow. So thank you, Carl, for sending that picture in. A lot of nice rainbow pictures today, by the way. And heading over to, oh, here we go. We have Lucas from Linden, Texas. Wow. Let's start out with these. Got some very nice, interesting cloud patterns here. And the interesting cloud patterns continue. He's been capturing a lot of interesting cloud patterns lately, as of late, down in Linden, Texas. You see the sunshine here trying to poke through some of those higher level alto cirrus clouds here. And here's wow, some nice foliage here, and things are in full. This is like the peak of the year here for most areas, including Texas, for lush vegetation. And of course, we finish off a very nice sunset. It looks like some interesting, very interesting colors, to say the least, and some layering of the clouds. You got these lower layer clouds, mid layer clouds, and high level clouds trying to get through these clouds here. Sunlight trying to get through these clouds. So very nice. Thanks, Lucas, for sending these in. Very beautiful sunset. Very interesting cloud patterns, to say the least. So we're getting right into forecasts here. Let's take a look at, I'm actually going to look at precipitation amounts here. It's mainly across the Gulf Coast here. We'll see that 3, 4, 5, maybe up to 6 inches of rain from New Orleans over towards just north of Tampa, extending over towards South Texas. So that's what we're going to be looking at for precipitation. We'll see a little bit here across the lakes, but a lot of that's going to be isolated to scattered. Let's take a look at the forecast amounts here. But before we do that, let's take a look at the tropics. Tropics are looking a little bit interesting here. We're getting into a little bit of a pattern here across just the western portion of the Florida Peninsula here. And let me move over here where we can actually see, I believe, here we go. The east coast, west coast of Florida for that matter, we have a chance of something developing here. It's not looking that impressive, but at least something's there. And it will continue to track towards the west, towards Texas here. across the northern Gulf of Mexico. So we're going to watch that. The main threat, though, with this will be the torrential rainfalls, as I mentioned, precipitation amounts. So let's get right into our forecast here for much of the eastern two-thirds of the country here. We're looking at, this is the weekend highlights here. We're pretty much looking very nice across the northeast here. It's across the south where we're going to see the washout. But mainly areas south of from Interstate 10 on southward, that's where the big rains are going to be. So if you live from central Interstate 10, stretching from Texas over to Florida, southward, that's where we're going to be looking at a lot of the lion's share of rain. High pressure across the north here with some scattered impulses across the northern plains and southern and southeast Canada here, keeping the chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms. Other than that, we're looking pretty temperate, and it's not till you get here in the southern plains that you get into the 90s. So let's take a look at those weekend temperatures here. You can see across the northeast a lot of 70s. Here across the southeast, a lot of 80s. And of course the northeast is the coolest spot. But we get out here in the central plains, a lot of 90s and even some spots cracking near 100. We take a look at the start of your work week into your Monday and into your Tuesday. High pressure is really going to build into the east here. It's going to try to, and then we'll have some impulses. It's almost like we start setting up this ring of fire here across the northeast states. We'll get impulses with showers and thunderstorms across much of the area. And here around the outer edge of that periphery, that high here across the Gulf Coast, that's where we're going to get into showers and thunderstorms as well. So that's pretty much going to do it for MeteoMark. Things are getting slightly more active, although nothing in the tropics as of yet. Like me on Facebook at MeteoMark. Subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. Here's a 4-day forecast, or 5-day forecast for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira, northern tier counties of Pennsylvania, Susquehanna region. Look at this. Heading on into your weekend, you couldn't ask for a better weekend. Sunny skies, highs in the low to mid 70s. Heading on into your work week here, this is what we're looking at. Heading on into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have that, especially Monday and into Tuesday, we'll have that threat of some showers and thunderstorms, but it's not looking like an all-day event, and most of the day, if you have these days off, you should be able to salvage them for the most part. Just keep an eye to the sky, and we're not looking at too many areas of severe problems. These temperatures look great, though, looking at upper 70s, lower 80s with lows into the lower to middle 50s. That's going to do it for MeteoMark.